The Battle of Cecora was a battle between the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and Ottoman forces, fought from the 17th of September to the 7th of October 1620 in Moldavia, near the Prut River. Prelude. Because of the failure of Commonwealth diplomatic mission to Constantinople, and violations of the Treaty of Bussa by both sides, relations between the Ottomans and the Commonwealth rapidly deteriorated in early 1620. Both sides began preparing for war, as neither was quite ready for it at the time. The Ottomans declared war against Poland in 1620 and planned to attack in the spring of 1621. The Commonwealth same denied most funds the hetmans had asked for. The Senate's secret council finally decided, convinced by the Habsburgs' representative, to contribute the Commonwealth forces in 1620, even though many members of the Sejm thought that Polish-Lithuanian forces were neither sufficient nor fully prepared. Hetman Stanislaw Olkiewski, who was by then over 70 years old, foresaw the coming confrontation with the Ottoman Empire and decided to meet Ottoman troops on foreign soil, Moldavia being the obvious choice. However, the Sultan sent Iskandar Pasha to Moldavia to remove Hospodar Gaspar Gratiana, who had allied himself with Poland. Hetmans Olkiewski and Konispolski led the army to Utara, a commune in Iasi County, Romania, to fight the horde of Khan Temir. The army numbered between 5,000 to 9,000, with many regiments being made up of the private forces of magnates Karekas, Zaslavskis, Kazanovskis, Kalinovskis and Potokas. The army entered Moldavia in September. The Moldavian ruler, Hospodar Gaspar Graziani, nominally a vassal of the Ottoman Empire, decided to rebel and support the Commonwealth against the Ottomans. Graziani killed the Janissaries in Iasi, imprisoned envoys of Sultan Osman II and then prepared to flee, but was forced by Olkiewski to attach his troops to the Polish-Lithuanian camp. However, many of the Moldavian boyars left the camp in order to defend their own estates against pillaging by undisciplined Commonwealth magnates' troops. Others decided to wait and see what the outcome appeared to be so they could join the winning side, and others joined the Turks. Consequently, only about 600–1000 rebel Moldavian troops appeared in the Commonwealth camp. Olkiewski ordered the army to proceed to the fortified camp at Cecora. Battle. On the 10th of September, near Utara, the Commonwealth army encountered the Tatar and Ottoman forces, with Wallachian contingents under the command of Iskandar Pasha, the Beylibi of Ochakhiv. The Ottoman Sultan's force included Gabriel Bethlen's army. The Tatar forces surprised the Commonwealth defenders, taking many prisoners. During the first day of fighting, most of the rebel Moldavians decided to switch sides and quickly attack the Polish-Lithuanian flank. Mercenaries, private troops and the magnate leaders were lacking in discipline and morale. Stanislaw Konispolski commanded the right flank of the Commonwealth forces during the ensuing battle. On the 19th of September it had become clear that the Polish-Lithuanian forces were defeated. Although they still managed to hold their positions, Konispolski prevented the army from disintegrating on 21 September. On the 29th of September Commonwealth troops had broken through Ottoman ranks with Tabor wagon trains and started their retreat. However, after Graziani bribed some magnates, units of private troops began to flee and some mercenary cavalry panicked and also ran. This was a prelude of things to come. Consecutive attacks during the retreat were repelled, but troop units started disintegrating as soon as soldiers caught sight of the Dniester and the Polish-Lithuanian border. During another heavy assault on the 6th of October, most of the magnates and nobles broke and fled north, leaving infantry and camp, thus sealing the fate of the whole expedition. Most of the Polish-Lithuanian troops were killed or captured. In the ensuing battle Olkiewski died and Konispolski and many others, Stanislaw, Rewier, Potocki and Bohdan Khmelnytsky were taken captive. Before his death he received the blessing of his confessor, Father Simon Wybierski of the Society of Jesus, who stood by his side. Olkiewski's head was mounted on a pike and sent to the Sultan, Duke Karecki, having often meddled in Moldavian territories, was executed in the Constantinople prison. In the face of such an important victory, advised by Grand Vizier Ali Pasha and Gabriel Bethlen, Osman II decided that he could reinforce his rule or even extend it. Alexandru Ilias was appointed as the ruler of Moldavia, the rebel Graziani having been killed during his flight on 29 September. Aftermath. Only 1,000 Commonwealth men survived the battles, while the Tatars moved into Podylia, Volhynia and Galicia. In 1621 an army of 200,000–250,000 Ottoman veterans, led by Osman II, advanced from Edirne towards the Polish frontier. The Ottomans, following their victory in the Battle of Cecora, had high hopes of conquering Ukraine, at the time a part of Poland. Polish commander Jan Karol Chodkiewicz crossed the Dniester in September with approximately 35,000 Polish troops and Cossack supporters and entrenched himself at the Kortin fortress, blocking the path of the slow Ottoman march. At Kortin, for more than a month, the Commonwealth hetman held the Sultan at bay until the first autumn snow. The lateness of the season and the loss of approximately 40,000 men in battle compelled Osman II to initiate negotiations. A few days before the siege was to be lifted, the aged Grand Hetman died of exhaustion in the fortress. The battle was a stalemate and the resulting Treaty of Kortin reflected it, providing some concessions to the Commonwealth but meeting some Ottoman demands. Osman II blamed the stalemate of war on the lack of zeal and the degeneracy of the Janissaries. His efforts at modernizing the Ottoman army were not well received by the Janissaries and the conservative, learned class. A revolt led by Janissaries and the students of the madrasas erupted on 18 May 1622 and Osman II was deposed. 2 days later he was killed by the rebels who deposed him. The Battle of Cecora is commemorated on the tomb of the unknown soldier, Warsaw, with the inscription, Cecora 1829-X1620.